Did you know that according to the U.S. News Higher Education that 5.8 million students were enrolled in at least one distant learning course? That's more than a quarter of the students who attained and reached a grade by online learning. Many of those students who actually got the same outcome and the amount of knowledge that you would get in a traditional classroom. Today I'm here to persuade you that despite all the ways one can cheat through an online course, there have been many advancements made, like interactive learning that can allow you to attain the same education that you would in a traditional classroom. Undeniably, with becoming one of the most popular ways to attain education, online courses, as well as traditional classroom settings, do have their flaws. The problem with students attaining an education online is that there are simply too many ways to maneuver around actually getting the work done and grasping each concept. In a study completed by OnlineSchoolCenter.com, they surveyed 635 undergrad and graduate students and found that 33% admitted to cheating in an online class, 32% admitted to cheating in a traditional classroom. 2% of the online students were caught, and only 5% of the students in the traditional classroom were caught cheating. According to this study, they proved that even though students took online classes and the amount of cheating was only 1% higher than traditional classroom, the thing is that there's so many students and resources like Quizlet and Chegg and many others that students do the go for to get their answers for homework and different assignments. Another problem with online courses that feeds into cheating is because students don't use their time wisely. They lose track of time management and they do it last minute because they depend on these different websites and different apps to help them with their homework so that they don't actually have to take the time to do it. It's just another thing to think about is like these nursing programs and medical field programs that you can log online and finish a certain amount of hours and receive a certification or something. These people are getting certified, but who knows if they're actually doing the work and actually grasping the concept and learning the material and then going out and hopefully saving lives. It's just something that should be taken into consideration. Obviously, with the trend of technology, improving and online classes becoming more popular, professors and students should both aid in fixing the flaws of the cheating system without the hassle, but a little bit more focus. There are many ways to fix this problem. Students cheating their way through online classes without making them harder or more time consuming. One of the ways that technology can advance, such as implementing a more visual and interactive learning setting to grasp the content without having to turn to a secondary source to receive answers. By advancing this technology, there are students that prefer professors to actually video their communication and interactive lectures to get the students to participate and really learn the material. However, being in the comfort of their own home, because that's just the way some people prefer to learn. According to an article by William Bowen, online learning is becoming a new form of education. The professors are videoing their lectures, explaining the information using new technology to quiz students as they lecture, pushing students to really pay attention and focus while learning in their own environment. According to the article by Tim Elmore, the founder of Growing Leaders, he said that students love screens. It's a part of their natural habitat. And as we, move into society, it is so common that all these people depend on their phones and laptops and iPads. And that's just the way that we learn. Not as many people, write notes or take notes on paper or, that kind of thing. It's just very common in young adults, and it's easier to learn online because it's just more prominent in today's society. You're probably asking yourself, why do students learn better by listening to people? Well, we grew up in a society filled where technology is our main resource. We watched Bill Nye and listened to TED Talks, and visual aid was such a huge implement. We considered it being as intriguing as watching a Netflix show or even listening to a new song. It's easier for some students just to watch a video and grasp that content rather than reading a textbook that is super outdated or uses words that aren't even used in today's communication. In a study done by Debbie Morris, a writer for WordPress.com, she collected data from a group of students who answered the question, were video lectures in communication helpful? Her results show that 57% of students strongly agreed that they were helpful, and 4% were neutral, and 0% strongly disagreed. Let's take a step back and take a look at why technology is being used for video lectures and interactive quizzes with helping students in the future. With these changes implemented, we will not only have a smarter community, but more information will be retained, meaning that these people will carry this information and take it with them in the long term and not just know the information to pass a test or to pass a quiz. Pre-recorded lectures with attached quizzes will allow students to focus on the subject and be quizzed over what they just read. Not only will it help them retain this information, but the structure of the lessons will be convenient to students who are taking these classes online. In conclusion, pushing yourself to follow these lectures and interact with the lessons to make your grade better, and not only make your grade better, but actually learn the material and take it with you to further your career goals. With statistics from a study taken by EdTech, they found that there was a 150% increase in number of students taking online courses, which found a 72% completion rate. I hope this persuaded you to, despite that only one can cheat in an online class, but there have been technological advances made, like interactive and visual and video learning, that can allow you to actually take advantage of learning and get the same education online that you would in a traditional classroom, while actually learning and grasping the material.